Sawadee Kap, I'm JP Mestanza, and today is Friday, September 3rd. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Phuket residents no longer need a special letter of permission in order to leave Phuket and then be allowed to return to the island, according to island officials. The requirement was lifted this week and applies to both Thai and foreign residents of Phuket who can provide proof of residence in Phuket or proof that they work on the island. However, the order did not stipulate exactly which documents were needed for Phuket residents to be allowed back onto the island. People who live or work on the island are listed among the exemptions in the latest provincial order defining who is prohibited from coming onto the island, which came into effect on Wednesday, September 1st. Under the order, all people who are allowed to enter Phuket must be fully vaccinated and have a negative COVID-19 test result issued within 3 days of arrival. Phuket cases reached 235 on Thursday as the island continues to see an average of more than 200 cases per day this week. 2,224 people are receiving medical care on the island. Since early April, Phuket has seen 4,772 cases. Since the pandemic began, total cases have reached 5,002. For Thailand, it's 217 more COVID fatalities and 14,653 more cases over the past 24 hours. Since the pandemic began, Thailand has recorded over 1.24 million cases with a death toll of 12,374. 86% of total patients have recovered. .500 children across the island, all of whom are from families who were plunged into poverty by the ongoing economic crisis. They've been handed financial assistance this week by several Phuket foundations so the kids can continue their schooling. 4 separate foundations and organizations have taken part in the scholarship, including the Women Association for Creative Thailand's Social Development, the Phuket Office of the Equitable Education Fund, or the EEF, the Boonrod Ekapot Vantage Foundation, and the Angel Wings Foundation. It was not reported how much money was actually handed out on Thursday at Phuket Rajabat University, although some organizations have donated over 400,000 baht. Both primary and high school students were given funds to help pay for their schooling, including paying for internet bills, supplies, and more, given the toll the current economic crisis brought on by COVID restrictions has had on the island. The Ministry of Education and the Department of Provincial Administration says the poorest and primary and secondary age students are those whose average monthly income of family members are between 1,400 baht and 10,000 baht. According to the National Education Account of Thailand, children who are from very low income families, the lowest 20% of the population, have only a 5% chance of getting into higher education, which is about 6 times below the national average. It's hoped that this money will provide some relief to the families and students in need here on the island. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Transform your pool within a week. Call us today. This is going to be an intense weekend for politics in Thailand. The Prime Minister and 5 cabinet ministers are the target of a censure debate in Parliament over the handling of the COVID crisis here in Thailand. And tomorrow is when the no confidence vote takes place. But rumors of a secret plot to oust Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha have been confirmed by other members of Parliament. The current ruling coalition government were elected back in 2019, with then Army General Prayut Chan-o-cha going from military junta leader to Prime Minister. His Palang Pracharat party, made up almost exclusively of retired military officials, joined in a coalition with 17 other parties. Since then, they've faced 2 no-confidence votes and survived them both easily. But this week's censure debate in Parliament saw opposition parties question the Premier and others about the mishandling of the COVID-19 crisis in the country and the economic fallout. But rumors about a secret backdoor deal began when the opposition MPs excluded 2 ministers, Defense Minister Prawit Wongsuwon and Deputy Agriculture Minister Tamanat Prompao, from the no-confidence debate. While Captain Tamanat has denied rumors that he's part of a plot to shake up the cabinet, the leader of the new Palang Dharma party, Rawi Machamandon, he's confirmed that a plan has been put in place to remove the premier from power. He confirmed reports that some in the ruling Thailand Prime party have struck a deal with opposition Phuket party members, which would also include all the micro parties in the ruling coalition. He did tell the Bangkok Post, quote, "I admit that in Parliament there have been talks about who will stand a chance of becoming the next Prime Minister, and that candidate must be approved by former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra," and added, "This formula can materialize only when the PPRP, the Palang Pracharat, and the Phuket join hands." The Prime Minister, meanwhile, has confirmed that he was aware of the deal to oust him, although he stated that he plans to stay on until his term ends in 2023. For more, visit the link in the description. Thank you so much for joining us here on Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Don't forget to join us again on Monday, where we'll fill you in on everything you missed over the weekend. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.